everyone, Senrai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 4th episode of Spy Family. And last episode was great because we had our first outing, or outing, as a family. And we went to a lot of great places and some places that were not super exciting, at least not for Anya. Yeah, she just kind of slept through the opera. But she did technically go, so we could technically tell people that we go to opera together, right? You know, try to sound like we're some fancy, high-class family. But we also had some more, action-y stuff with, like a robber just, diving down and defeating them as a family. So, good stuff. Now, we're here for this episode, so I assume we're going to be going into, the actual interview stuff, because last episode we had some prep for it, so, yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about how this is going to go. Lloyd's doing his best to prepare the family for it, but, it's definitely worrisome. I mean, Anya's as per ability, could help, theoretically. She could, it would be easier to tell what answer the interviewer was, expecting from her, right? So, because she kind of utilized this for getting on Lloyd's good side when we had the initial adoption, right? So, it definitely could be an asset for sure. Let's jump into it and see how it goes. And we're going to start with the opening, it looks like. So, 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, we also got the ED for the first time last episode, which was interesting. Because when the ED first started, I was thinking, oh, the ED's playing again, not really realizing that was the first time it was playing. Eventually I realized it because there was a lot of very interesting, amazing visuals that I would have remembered if I had seen it before. Some really great stuff, some Anya dancing, some just general family stuff. And last episode was a fun one. We also, I remember your mama just looking at the picture of the guillotine and just giving off a very interesting moaning sound. That was definitely what I remembered, most about that episode. I also forgot to give more water. That's unfortunate. And we're back into it. Looks like we're ready for the interview. You're doing your best, trying to sound polite. But her language ability does leave something to be desired. The prestigious school's interview. Apparently my language ability sucks too. Her rivals, yeah. I guess that's technically true. Taijobamas, that's just killing me. I'm pretty sure that's not proper grammar. I'm 90% sure. I think it would be a days anyway. It's not the time for a Japanese lesson. I would expect no less. Then they really are serious here. I'm not sure this is the best environment for Anya, honestly, but it is a mission, so it can't be helped, as they say. Be on your best behavior, people. What? Are they filling them before they even Jesus? Oh, that's a facial hair, Jesus. The crude fate. I mean, that's your opinion. Yeah, they just... Do you approve of this family? Okay, so it looks like he has a positive impression of them so far. Okay. That's a cool looking statue, so... Pretty much. Not just elegant, very elegant. Barely. A pass is a pass. Did you say not elegant? What is with his English abuse? It's all about the elegance with this man. I just hope I can make friends when she passes. That's my biggest concern. Right. We haven't been failed yet, so that's good. Yeah, like high vantage points being judged. Let's not be friends with that kid. Okay. I guess this is a chance. I just can't believe he got himself in that mess. Yeah, generally not. Well, 0 fucks given. Okay. I kind of use that phrase very often, but it felt appropriate here. I'll just wipe it off, it'll be fine. Oh, you watch your mouth, sir. That's right, do you feel bad? I hope you feel bad. Okay. They really are... They really are prepared for anything. Yeah, we wouldn't want that. This guy's weird. That's true. Could you imagine her learning from her mother and becoming a cool assassin when she grows up? What now? What the f... Okay. I really wasn't expecting that. This is very unexpected development. Apparently not. An actual accident. Okay. Kid's about to be crushed, but luckily Hero Lloyd is here. Yeah, that does make sense. You picked up on that? Yeah, it's a last resort. Oh, is she gonna handle it? She's gonna kick the cow. Let's go. The high heel. Or poke it. Oh, that was a really cool landing though. Wow, I want to see that again. That was such smooth, beautiful animation. That looks so good. Some hardcore yoga. He was not ready for that. It's okay. Mommy didn't mean to scare you. She keeps saying it. At least that time I actually noticed what they translated Daijōbumasa as. I mean, you can't really translate that, but... since it's just butchering language at the end of the day. But, I mean, we dealt with it. More elegance. Yes. Did we pass yet? It's not the kind of face you forget, so... okay. Understandable. It's good to hear. Yeah, we're always prepared. Don't even worry about it. Naturally. You can't even fathom their level of elegance. Show was amazing. Yeah, what is wrong with you, you small child? Eavesdropping. I mean, that's smart. Sure, it's against the rules, but it's smart. I'm so disappointed in you, child. Gonna be grounded for a week when we get home. Those pale in comparison to today. Okay. Still love those Anya faces. When you're so small, you have to jump off the couch to get down. And now I'm getting a little bit nervous too, actually. I mean, I think most people can relate to having a tense interview, you know? Like, so... like, no matter what path you take in life, you know, usually involves interviews in some capacity. At least one. I kind of like his glasses, too. Do you have to? Okay, that is true. Are we all? But the daughter approved of her, and, you know, she's great, so... she's also gorgeous and kicks ass and just has some, you know, bit airheaded. She's just kind of perfect. Yeah, that was a little bit rude. It is true she could probably be with anyone she wanted to. I mean, she's that amazing, but still. Lloyd's cool. Anya's great. Nothing wrong with joining their family. Right. I'd rather not. Yeah, you can't say that. And you guys are quite elegant. Yes, as expected. a hard one. How would we describe Anya in just a few words? Slight sparkle. Yeah, Esper powers will do that. It's a good question. Yeah, definitely not a bad answer. You know, I adore Dash. Yeah. Well, yeah. I had a feeling he was going to say that. A woman that can't cook, what is this nonsense? Yeah, I really don't like you bullying her. Hopefully this doesn't escalate into a fight. I mean, none of it's really unexpected. This is very much like a traditional values kind of place, so... He is a bad person, though. Quite clearly. We actually gonna talk to Anya. I've been kind of waiting for it. Okay, starting off pretty easy. It's not that hard of a question. Well, what does the opera taste like? Yeah, you're not supposed to say that one, though. Don't go. Uh, yes, sure, whatever. Whatever doesn't get us in trouble. Yes, sure I do. Yeah, that. What is that comparison? I guess that explains that. I'm starting to really like this guy. He's growing on me, I gotta admit. He's a cool spy guy. A what? What was that? What did she even just say? She's amazing, I love her. I mean, that is true. Orgasming at the side of a guillotine. I mean, I would also concur. You can just shut up. Yeah, this might escalate into violence. See what you did? You made her cry. Now you can. Now you have my permission to punch him. Okay, seriously, just punch this guy. Not only do you have my permission, I demand you do it. Do it, Lloyd. Oh, well, because she'll just kill him. So, probably might want to punch him before she does that. That'll get you in real trouble. Yeah, here we go. I understand. Nobody would possibly blame you. Oh God. Well, it wasn't quite what I was hoping for, but I'm sure it'll have an effect. Well, I'm sure those will get in. They're so elegant after all. Yes, putting it mildly. So that's why you're here, not because of any merit on your part, as expected. So we thought. Tell him. Oh, okay. We did get a punch, just from an unexpected place. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very elegant punch. I thought Anya did pretty well. Don't count yourself out yet. Unnecessary feelings, sure, but definitely understandable ones. Really, it's not your fault, Anya. It does matter. I know things will be fine. That's how she remembers them. Yeah, they're positive thinking. Just a little bit. Come back. Okay. Not just something, a very important family photo. That's kind of a bad omen. Uh, it's a great picture, though. We get our ED again. So I guess we're not gonna have any kind of like sudden phone call letting them know they passed in that episode. I'm almost positive that's how it'll go though. Like half classes man will call them and let them know that they passed at least that interview. And that kid just looks like he's gonna be a punk. That face is just very telling. And the ED makes it pretty clear she's gonna go to school. This is one of the best parts of the ED right here. Like the mother shows up and Anya lights up. And then we just get the amazing dance. God, this is a great segment of the ED. Like, that whole segment alone was just a masterpiece. Was she drunk? Oh man, can you imagine how drunk you are, Mama? Will they pass or fail? Okay, so maybe it's not going to be like a sudden pass phone, like sudden phone call letting them know they passed. Maybe they'll just get like a second chance or something. That's the only way I can really interpret that title, but I don't know. Anyway, that was the 4th episode of Spy Family, and another great episode of a great show, as expected. But I knew we were going to get the interview this episode. What I did not know would be how much excitement there would be, like, just on the way to the interview, because they're all pretty nervous, and this place is very, very strict. Like, we actually have people from a high vantage point, like, scoping out people as they arrive, like, already judging them way before they actually get to the interview room, and, like, failing some of them before they get to the interview room for not being, like, elegant enough or whatever. But that's just insane to me. Just, wow. But they proved themselves to be pretty elegant, you know, showing respect to the statue and having changes of clothing and whatnot. But also bad-mouthing Anya's penmanship. not cool. But yeah, just people. Some people had some bad luck. Like this one poor fat kid just falls into like the gutter. Like that's gotta be really, really hard, disheartening if you came there to do well in the interview. Like you gotta lose a lot of points for that. I would imagine. But since we are the good guys, we go over there to save the day. Like it was quite funny though when the guy was like, you know, wouldn't possibly, you know, get dirty because the interview and all that, and he just like bam slams his leg into like it's a nothing because he has to change their clothes. Like oh, it was so good. Just it was really unexpected too. Like I was kind of sitting here like, okay, is he gonna have some kind of clever, fancy way to get him out of there without getting a dirty spot on him? Like I'm pretty sure that was the intended expectation to give the audience, but nope, just did it pretty straightforwardly and just changed clothes afterwards, right? Like that was good. It was good. We also had like releasing of animals, you know, accidentally, I guess. But we took care of that too. That was your mama's time to shine, where she just like destroyed that cow. I'm gonna watch that part again on my end, because she like pokes a couple times and then just lands with that amazing just like slide, you know, keeping those murderous eyes the whole time, and to show some of that awesome assassin prowess, you know, or movements, you know, from her yoga class. But yeah, poor cow was not ready for any of that. But yeah, change of clothes always saving the day. And after all that, we finally got to the interview about halfway through, and we have about like 3 interviewers. You know, we had like Malcolm Hall, right? Was one of them. The glasses one. Did we get the other characters' names? We just got his name. But, okay, yeah. Then we have friggin' Swan, which was the jerk, the unpleasant one, the bitter, hateful, just very unlikable one. But one that got in there based not on his own merit, but like because of who he knows, I guess. Which is always the worst, but it does happen. That is one of the unfortunate parts of life, really. But and then we had the other one. It does show his name, right? Yeah, Henry Henderson, I guess is his name. Okay, Henry. I think I can remember that. So, yeah, the one with the very fancy mustache. The one that we definitely seemed to like us, right? But yeah, the interview itself was more or less what I expected. We did our best with some prearranged answers, and Anya kind of like struggled to give answers, right? Sometimes she like mispronounced things, which is very much in character for her, or she reads Lloyd's thoughts and says things that are not supposed to be said. Because obviously our true intentions of going here are supposed to be secret because spy mission, but try not to let that slip, Anya. But she did her best, and I enjoyed watching her do her best as usual. But yeah, I don't really have too much more to say about the interview, but it just like definitely the tension sort of started to rise as Swan kept saying, very inappropriate questions that were purely said just to attack them, right? And understandably, Lloyd got a little pissed off. I mean, they all got pissed off, and Anya cried, which just is absolutely heartbreaking. And that was bad enough, but the fact that Swan didn't care at all, felt no remorse whatsoever, making her cry, not a hint of it. That's what really triggered me, honestly. Geez, I really wanted somebody to hit him, and luckily somebody did. Lloyd kind of didn't do it because he, that would really lower his chances of passing, but luckily Henry did. So, by the end of the episode, I went from thinking I would not like the guy at all to being he's kind of a bro. So, yeah, good on him. And he came back home pretty disheartened, but little bit of faith that will pass, right? And next episode, judging by the title, it seems like maybe we'll have a second chance to pass. Some kind of challenge, unless the title's referring to something else entirely that's not related to the school. But given where we left off, I find that hard to believe. But the fact that the picture fell was a little bit of a bad omen. There's really no other way to take that. But still, I have faith things will work out in the end, by the end. So, it's fine. But, yeah, really good episode. I'm continuing to enjoy the show very much. I hope you are as well. And I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.